is the Big O Show.
All righty, there he is. How you doing? You feeling good?
I'm great. I'm great, man. You know, in my typical travel fashion.
Where are you going?
Waited until about, I'm in Connecticut right now, but waited until about 2 a.m., 1 or 2 a.m. to really pack. So, of course, got zero sleep. I just am a masochist when it comes to travel, I guess. So,
Okay.
a little tired, but man, I feel blessed.
Okay. All right. Well, at least you packed before you made your trip, right? But, apparently in A Few Good Men, he wasn't packed and he was going to leave Guantanamo and nobody knew. He didn't even make a phone call. Did you make some phone calls when you were leaving?
Sent a couple texts out. Actually, I got shamed by the flight attendant who asked me if I was on airplane mode. I was like, it will be in 2 seconds. And he goes on this tangent about how apparently a previous pilot made them stay put until every single phone, every laptop, every Wi-Fi was off. I was like, all right, bro. By the time you finished that sentence, I was already on airplane mode. So let's get out of here. Let's do it.
You are no William Santiago. Now we know. Did you ever watch A Few Good Men? Do you know what the hell I'm talking about? No, God.
I think I know the line. That's the one. That's the You Can't Handle the Truth movie, right?
Yeah. How have you not watched that movie? What is wrong with you?
Is it older than me? Yes or no? When did it come out?
Is it great? That's all that matters.
Is it older than me?
No,
if it's older than me,
that should not be a requirement.
Period.
So you're not going to watch a great movie that's 30 years old or 40 years old. You can't watch a great movie, so you can't watch Jaws.
I've seen Jaws, but I don't think Jaws is older than me.
What the hell are you talking about? Jaws is older than when you were even before you were sperm. The hell are you talking about?
I saw Jaws as a 70s. Child. I saw Jaws as a kid.
From the 70s, dude. I was in line as a child for Jaws. Hey, what are you talking about? It's way older than you.
Oh, you know what?
Your parents weren't even married when Jaws came out, dude. I will guarantee you that.
I did the ride at Universal Studios. That was
yeah. When did your parents get married? When your parents get married? I bet it was after 77.
Yeah, 91.
Yeah. I told you you weren't even sperm.
I've also not even seen. I've not seen The Godfather 1, 2, or 3. I've never seen Goodfellas.
Go watch 3. Go watch 3. 1 and 2. Just 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
I mean, just rack them up, man. I've never even seen Any Given Sunday. Trying to think of like a football relevant movie.
Okay, I mean that's a football one, and I kind of I'm not going to hold that against you because that's not like one of the great movies of all time. But A Few Good Men is a hell of a movie. You got to watch that, bro. Yeah, did you watch Top Guns? The new Top Gun's coming out.
I have seen Top Gun because I had a summer camp counselor that used to love saying that line, "Talk to me, Goose, talk to me," and all of us stared at him like, "What are you talking about?" And he realized we were kids. He's like, "Okay, hold on. Movie day tomorrow. We're watching Top Gun," and we were all like, "Okay, cool, Jets. Let's go outside now."
And
water slide.
How old were you? How old were you for that Top Gun?
I don't know, man. Like 12, 13.
Did you get to appreciate it at that age?
No, I've only seen it that one time, and really all I remember is the scene where Goose died and the volleyball scene. And that's really about it.
Okay, all right. You need to catch
maybe
up
some
on
other time.
Classics. You need some catch up on some classics. So you don't listen to classic music either? You won't listen to like a song that's 40 years old either? Not classical music. I'm talking about 40 years. Like, you're not going to listen to Marvin Gaye from 40 years ago. You're not going to listen to Albert King from 60 years ago.
That I can get a pass for not having heard a Marvin Gaye song, a specific Marvin Gaye song from 40 years ago. But no, I don't go out of my way to listen to Marvin Gaye. I know a lot of people do. I have a good friend, Charles McDonald, great oldies head, Harry Lyles, both of them, big into oldies music.
Smart guy.
I got a couple songs, but music's changed.
All right, culturally, we got to get you involved here, bro. You got to know about all kinds of music, new and old.
I didn't say I don't know about it. I didn't say I'm not aware or I'm not familiar. I just don't go out of my way to listen to it. Like if you look at my Spotify playlist, there's not going to be a whole bunch of songs from the 60s and 70s on there.
I tell you, your parents are probably also very disappointed in you. They may not say it, but they're probably mumbling behind the scenes. Like, I can't believe he doesn't listen to Aretha. I don't know. It's just one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My stepdad used to hijack the radio and make us listen to either 94.7 KSSJ Jazz or V1011 oldies station. So I associate certain music with him, and I don't like him. So old stepdad, former stepdad. So like I hear a certain song and I just get angry and I throw the joint off. So I don't go out of my way to listen to that stuff.
Okay.
Blame George for that. Don't blame me.
All right. So what have you picked up this week from the Dolphin Nation? What have you been focused in on this week or this past week?
I saw a tweet. I realized it was a troll now. But like I think I saw it just first thing in the morning. It was like no way, where somebody said Tua would have had a Pat Mahomes type leap if it were not for Brian Flores last year, and he's going to have a Josh Allen type leap in year 3 now that Mike McDaniel's here. And I know he's joking, but I think it still needs to be said that those should not be the expectations. Like a Josh Allen type leap should never be expected of any quarterback. I think that's extremely rare, and he's an extremely special case. I think Tua is going to be good this year. I think he's going to be better this year. Better weapons, better coaching, healthier, more developed, smarter. I mean, all the ingredients are there for Tua to be in that top 12, top 14 range in among NFL quarterbacks, who I think at his peak, maybe he's got a couple weeks where you can call him a top 10, a top 8, even, blow up matchup. But troll or not, like there's always a little bit of truth, and there's always these expectations of, Josh Allen did this in year 3, so Tua should be able to do this in year 3. I don't think that's fair to Tua. I think they're different players. I think they develop at different rates. It's different situations with different supporting casts, and so like I say, troll tweet or not, that's just something I would love to stop seeing in the NFL, among any fan bases that look at a player and say, okay, well, his numbers look like this guy's in year 2 and this guy did that in year 3, so my guy should do this in year 3. Nah, because you set yourself up for disappointment.
Yeah, no, because there are all kinds of factors that are going to either help or hurt every player on every position. So there are things that are out of their control, and then there are things that are in their control, and all of those things will end up creating whatever kind of season that you're going to have. He should be better because of all the things you said, and now the stage is set. He's got a much better atmosphere. That's one of the things that I was talking about with Poupart earlier, is that's the one thing, at least there isn't a disruptive atmosphere right now for him or anybody else. You got a coaching staff that came in and embraced him and has supported him, and now they've built the offense around him. So he has to feel like he hasn't felt in the first 2 years, which is supported. And I think that's important.
Supported, yeah. And he's a different guy when his mind is at ease, as we all are.
Everybody is. Yeah.
Everybody is. But you could just, like, for example, you could tell the difference during the first Wednesday we spoke to him after the trade deadline. Because the trade deadline was on, I believe it was a Tuesday, and QBs talk on Wednesdays. So the first time we spoke to him, I mean, just a wave. It was a wave of relief, which is kind of wild because if I remember correctly, he had a broken finger at the time that nobody knew about yet. So He had plenty to worry about behind the scenes. But the big cloud over him, he's just a relaxed guy. Come on, man. Like, the guy he's from Hawaii. He's that kind of player.
No,
he likes to relax. He's not high strung.
It's not fun to work somewhere where you're not supported, dude. It's just not fun.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know. My last year at QAM, they brought in a new program director. The idiot is still there now, and he knows nothing about radio. And for 11 months after I met him, I knew I was getting fired. Like after I met him, I told my producer, hey, that guy's firing me. I told the salespeople, no, that guy's going to fire. I'll get out of here. You got all these sponsors. No, trust me, he's firing me. And so I knew from the get-go he wasn't supporting me, and I knew I was going to get fired. So it's not and for 11 months, I had to walk in there waiting till my option so it wasn't picked up. Dude, that day when I got fired, I was the HR guy goes to me, I've never seen anybody happy when they get fired. And I go, well, I've been waiting for 11 months. Because when the guy told me, no, we were going to go in another direction, I go, thank you very much, Len. I appreciate it. I am extremely happy that I get to leave. Thank you. I told him just like that. And the HR guy was freaking out. He goes, man, I always see people mad, sad, crying. You're skipping out of here. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm super happy because I knew I could do this. I knew I could run my own, I don't need a damn radio station to do what I need to do if I have to. But I know what it's like to walk in somewhere and they don't support you and they want to replace you. That's not fun, dude. It's not fun at all.
No, it's not. And especially not when you're in a position where the whole world knows it.
Oh, yeah.
The whole world knows it. Like, you can't ignore it. Like, God bless him for saying things, I didn't even know the trade deadline was yesterday, or I don't read any of that stuff. I don't think it's as easy to escape as some of these guys make it seem. I don't think he goes out of his way reading trade rumors, but
it'll get back to him one way or another, dude. He walks through the locker room and there's a TV on and somebody's saying something, whatever, bro. A friend of his, a buddy of his sends it to, hey, what is this? What's this trade rumor? What's this? What's that? So he gets it. So give me a break. You think his agent isn't going to bring it up to him because his agent's probably going to hear a lot of this shit behind the scenes? He has a very well-connected agent. It's not like his agent's a schmuck. You know what I'm saying? So,
Steinberg is an industry titan and long-time industry titan. So.
Lee's going to know about any kind of rumors that are going off, and if they're talking about trading him or whatever, Lee's going to know before you even call him. Hey, Lee, by the way, we want you to know. I already know. I've been told. He's going to know way ahead of time. So, yeah, I'm with you. That crap that they can walk away from from the white noise, as they say, get the hell out of here, bro. You hear it.
Yeah. So I think, again, better situation right now. Way more talent, much more talent around him. An environment where, I'm not going to sit here and say like Mike McDaniel doesn't take this seriously. Of course he takes it seriously.
Hell yeah.
But I think that Mike McDaniel is still the kind of guy who's, realizes, okay, like we still play a game for a living, respectfully. We still play a game for a living. Like, this isn't war. I don't need to treat you guys like your soldiers. I don't need to bark at you. I don't need to ride you. Like, I think he's a player's coach. Like, I asked River Craycraft about it a couple days ago. Player's coach, never going to big time you. He's the kind of guy that wants to hang out. He's the kind of guy that he's a pull you off to the side and let you know what you're doing wrong, not a chew you out in front of the entire team kind of person. And I think that's the kind of relationship that Tua will thrive in. So, no.
By the way, if you're looking for a great energy drink, the best on the planet, it is Edge Energy Drink, just 78 calories. It is delicious, smooth, and zero aftertaste. And I tell you this all the time because it is delicious. For a lot of these energy drinks aren't delicious. A lot of these energy drinks aren't smooth. And most of them have an aftertaste. Zero aftertaste. And by the way, you can order it, get 10% off. Use our code Big O. Go to myedgedrink.com. That's myedgedrink.com. All right. Noah Igbinoghene needs to have a breakout season. Now, it's hard for him because he's got two starting corners in front of him. So I want you to paint the picture for the Dolphin Nation. How does Noah Igbinoghene justify his draft status this year? How does he make the Dolphin Nation, the Dolphin coaches, feel like they made the right decision by the end of this season? What is the job for Noah Igbinoghene to cross that threshold?
The only way he's going to be able to justify the draft position this year is if Byron Jones gets hurt or X gets hurt and there's little to no drop off in play. Like that's the only way to justify it being a first round cornerback this year. I think you can justify your roster spot though in a lot of different ways. One of them, just like I said, if one of those guys gets hurt, X has had some injury problems the past few years. He might miss a game or two. Byron Jones has had injury problems. He might miss a game or two. The ability to step in and fill in their spot in a pinch without, a drop off, without coaching staff worrying about, oh my God, like how do we manufacture defense to hide? No, how do we do this and that? Then that's worth the roster spot. To contribute on special teams,
hold your camera.
That's worth the roster spot.
Hold your camera. You're like a Cuban moving with your hands while you're talking.
Hey, look, man, I'm at where I'm at. But
there we go. See, there we go. Steady.
I'm at where I'm at. But yeah, man. See, you messed up I feel like the Emperor's New Groove. Speaking of movies, you ever seen that one? Emperor's New Groove?
Yes.
I feel like the Emperor, when he bumped into the old dude, he was like, dude, you threw off my groove. Now I don't know where I was.
Stay concentrated, damn it. Let's go. Get back on track. What was Noah
have
to do?
When you interrupt. But no, I think if he can work his way,
you're going like this the entire time. The thing is shaking.
If he can work his way into the rotation, and if he can
I got a seizure going on now
on game day, then it's worth the roster spot. I mean, last year we've had this discussion a couple times on this show where it's like the coaching staff didn't think enough of him to even put him on the game day roster when there's only 3 cornerbacks active. That's a problem. If that continues into this year, I don't, obviously he's not getting that 5th year picked up. But I don't know, man. There is a world where if he works his ass off, maybe he puts together a few standout performances this year, he's cheap. He's cheap. I can tell you that next year. Maybe they want to move on from Byron Jones. I'm not saying that's going to be the case, but if there's an out in the contract, I don't know the details off the top of my head, but following his third year with the team, it's usually how it works,
right? It's almost like he needs X or Byron to miss 3 or 4 games, and in those 3 or 4 games, he comes in, he kicks ass, he shows something, and then whoever it is gets back on track and gets healthy. But then all of a sudden, you see that window for X, and you say, okay, this is what changed. 2 years ago, when that happened, he got toasted and roasted, and he looked unprepared. This time around, the dude played good for 3 or 4 weeks. Maybe now we've got the guy. It may take an injury because you're going to have to be out on the field quite a bit to kind of show. Even if you flash a little bit, that's not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough. And that's why what he does off the field or what he does away from game day is also going to be important. What are his practice habits? What we're hearing now is that he's, a first guy in, last guy out type of worker this offseason. That needs to continue. His study in the film room needs to continue. He has 2 extremely talented players above him right now. I don't know what the practice effort would look like for him in order to take over Byron Jones's job. He's not going to take X's job. So for him to take even Byron Jones's job, a Herculean practice effort might not even cut it. I don't know how good. I don't know what it looks like, how good he has to be in practice in order to earn a starting job. So that's not a reasonable expectation for him this year. Is like, okay, what do you do when you're starting? So he's going to have to do the other things. Like I said, what are you doing in the film room, in the weight room, on the practice field? What kind of relationships are you building with your coaches? What are they seeing out of your work ethic and your work habits and your work ethic? But I don't know if he's not at risk of being cut this year. This is only his 3rd year.
No. But they've got to start finding something out about him now because they did spend the first rounder on him. So they have a 5-year window. You kind of would like to know something here in the next 2 years here. With him so you can feel good about that 5th year. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, they're in that window right now.
You got to find a way to get him on the field this year somehow or another so you can try to find out more about the kid. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he's in the spot. He's in the spot with a few other guys, mostly on the offensive line, who this coaching staff is kind of giving a lifeline to. You know what I mean? Like they're giving a free life. Like here, you earn.
Oh, Hunter too, by the way.
You earn a free life.
We got to start seeing something from Hunter too. Also, by the way, it's not his fault either. But he's got a guy in front of him. But somehow or another, Hunter's also got to do a little something too.
You know, Sethan Carter and Adam Shaheen both found a way to get snaps last year as the third and fourth tight ends. That's who he's competing with. So you got to go beat them out. You got to go beat them out, man. Like I don't really have your third round pick. A lot of people are high on you out of BC. You got to do something. You got to show them something. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of those bubble players are in that, free life window with this new staff where, you're going to get a new sports system. You're going to get a new outlook on things. You're going to get a new opportunity to make a first impression. And from what I'm told, from what I know, Noah Igbinoghene has been knocking that out of the park so far.
He's a good kid, man. Hopefully it works out for him. All right, follow him on Twitter at Marcel_LJ. What are you working on there at ESPN since you are in Connecticut? And by the way, remember, you're supposed to film some stuff for us.
Absolutely. So I'm not gonna forget about the Arizona State fight song, but
no, Canes fight song. Okay.
If there's
you could do the Sun Devil one as long as you have some babes there at the same time, since that's what you guys are known for. So you want to bring some Arizona State babes and put it in the picture, that's fine. But for now, we need our Ibis.
No. But no, I've got a story coming out. I want to say tomorrow. I lose control of the story after I send it in. But the fantasy impact or fantasy potential of the Dolphins pass catchers. But then this week it's our NFL summit. So coming back with a lot of good ideas, ideally a lot of good ideas about how to, fresh ways to cover our teams in the 2022 seasons, things we need to look out for, things we want to start introducing or do differently. So it's going to be an exciting week. Hopefully come back to Florida, with a renewed sense of energy here. Not that I'm depleted,
and by the way, when you film that thing for us, you don't need to post it on your Twitter so you don't get in trouble and you're all butthurt with your ASU fans and friends and no. Just email it to Sean and myself so we can play it on the show, and you won't be tied to it specifically. So that way you won't be looked at as a Jose Canseco traitor, don't worry.
Who are they gonna?
We got your back.
It doesn't take the process of elimination there to find out who got you the video would not be hard, huh? Big O show. Who's the? You got how many insiders?
Nobody watches this show, bro. Nobody watches this show. We're only producing or on pace for 26 million downloads. So very few people listen to this show. You don't have to worry about it. Nobody will find out.
All right, man. But yeah, I'm gonna slide out of here. I gotta know my ride is waiting on me. Now I've gotten a couple text messages. I even saw him do a lap.
All right, get out of here. So, thank you, my brother. I appreciate you.
On Thursday.
We'll catch up on Thursday, my friend. Have a fun time out there in Connecticut.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. There you go. The great Marcel Louis-Jacques. Now you have the edge.